bit about the role and function of the African diaspora development issue.
Well, you know, I'm the former African ambassador to the United States. Upon leaving my post, I started this organization called African Diaspora Development Inc. Why did I start it? Part of my mandate as the African Union ambassador included, in addition to engaging the US government, mobilization of the African diaspora. It is something I must say I succeeded in doing successfully and educating the African diaspora about Africa, about what was really ailing Africa, not the superficial issues that they were being fed, the lies they were being fed. So I succeeded in letting the diaspora to refocus, to really understand Africa from the root causes of why this beautiful African tree of life was ailing. Realizing that when I left the African Union, my work was not going to continue. I started this organization, African Diaspora Development Institute, to continue the mobilization of the African diaspora. Our aim is to mobilize, galvanize the African diaspora, and encourage them to participate in the development of Africa.
How did you find yourself in the position where you had to directly engage some of the concerns that were raised in speaking against Africa?
Well, let me say this. I was an odd pig. I'm a scientist through and through. I'm a medical doctor. I hold a first degree in biochemistry, a second degree in organic chemistry, then on to medical school. I did general surgery. I did family medicine, then followed by 25 years of private practice as a family physician in Tennessee. And so I'm a scientist through and through. To then get a phone call to say, would you like to go and become an ambassador? It's like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Have you been smoking something?
Right.
And so I really wasn't sure about going to Washington.
Right.
Part of me thought, well, are they trying to set me up?
Right.
What's all this about?
Right.
And so when I went to Washington, it was out of respect for even being asked to do so.
Right.
But I honestly didn't think I was going to last more than 6 months.
Right.
My plan was to be there temporarily. I thought, you know what, I have been, since leaving Africa as a teenager, I had never really taken time off. I have been a professional student. It was just from one program after another. I never took off even a year of not going to school until I started my private practice. I thought, you know what, I'll look at it as a sabbatical. I'll go to Washington for 6 months. Let's just see what this whole ambassador thing is. But I'll be back.
Right.
I'll come back and practice medicine. I even stayed in a hotel for 5 months because I was not going to look for a place to stay.
Right.
But something happened during those 5 months where sometimes I'll be in meetings because I'll go in, I'm a medical doctor, everybody sitting in front of me for 25, 30 years was a patient. So I'll go into meetings and everybody, all the other people are just like, they're like patients to me.
Right.
I'm busy diagnosing them, you know. But every now and then somebody will say something where I'm like, oh, hold up. What did he just say?
Right.
Excuse me? They really said that. You know, some things were. Whatever we say, never goes. Whatever the US wants is what goes. And so, as I began to engage them and I began to see the disrespect, I even had a couple of trips, to Africa during that time. And even on the continent, the same thing is happening. But also what was really concerning was that even the Africans are not speaking up.
Right.
I had a few incidents where ambassadors would go to meetings and then they'll come to me and say, but ambassador, why did they say that? And I'll say, Excellency, I wasn't there. Why didn't you speak up? And sometimes I'll pick up the phone, I'll call the State Department, I say, hey, I got an ambassador who needs to talk to you.
Right.
You know. So something happened by fifth month. I said, you know what? I'm going to hang around a little bit longer.
Right.
I won't tell you the words I used. They were choice words. I'm going to hang around a little bit longer and kick a few you know what.
Right.
You know, because the abuse was blatant. It was infuriating. You know, and then I began to make friends who were staffers,
Right.
and they'll just tell me. They said, yeah, when we go to Africa, we are told no matter how low the rank a person is, and even if an African head of state is in the room, the American officer in the room is the most important officer